Good afternoon. My name is Jill Paul. And who's ready to get out of the house and create something beautiful and to also be proud of? I know I am. Today I'm going to share how planting a flower garden can add curb appeal to your home, is good for the environment, and a really fun way to get some exercise. To start with, it's really important to know what your gardening zone is. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, Kalamazoo, Michigan is in zone 6A. The reason why that's important to know what your gardening zone is there's some really cool plants that you might want to plant, but if they're not in the right growing zone, they're not going to survive. So all the money you spend on the flowers, which can get expensive, but it's worth it, and the time and energy that you spend into adding a new flower garden is not going to do anything if you're picking out the wrong type of flowers to add. For example, I absolutely love cactuses. They're super cool to look at. I love them. If I could have them in my yard, I would definitely have an outdoor cactus garden. But cactuses need a zone 9 or higher to grow. So with Kalamazoo being a 6A, it's not going to work out. I do have some cactuses in my indoor garden, but not outside. So what does grow really well in Michigan is rose bushes. They're really easy to grow and they're classics. They're really pretty. Can't go wrong with a rose bush. Lilies are another really great option. They're pretty and they come in some really vivid pinks, oranges, and yellows. And foxglove. I like those too. They're a little bit more unique. And if you have a problem with rabbits coming into your garden and eating everything, they also tend to help keep rabbits out of the garden too. So that's another reason why I like to plant the foxglove. I try to plant my flowers based upon what's going to look good together, because you want to have a good arrangement of flowers to make the curb appeal look really nice to your home and also have a nice calming, soothing effect. And if I can get some flowers and plants that also help keep rabbits out of my garden from eating them, I like that too, because I don't want my hostesses to become an all-you-can-eat buffet for the rabbits. And HomeDepot.com has some really good information how to prepare your soil before you plant, because you need to find a location. And the nice thing about gardening is pretty much anywhere you can have a flower garden. I'm currently adding my 10th flower garden in front of my house. Since we've been on COVID-19 for so long, there's not a whole lot I can do besides staying home. So I love going outside and adding flower gardens. So before we start new flower gardens, it's important to find your spot. You get a shovel. That's pretty much the only piece of equipment that you absolutely have to have is a shovel. Other types of equipment can be helpful too, like a rototiller, hand shovel, hose, but all the shovel is the only one that you have to have. And then you can have the big shovel you can use your feet with and dig up the topsoil, which is the easiest way to do it. And then the other tool I like is my handheld shovel, so I can really dig in the holes to plant my flowers in, as well as pull the weeds. And that brings me up to my next point, is how the planting is actually a health benefit, because when you're using all those muscles to dig the holes and shovel and pull up the topsoil, you're actually using quite a bit of muscles, which you can burn between 57 to 135 calories per 15 minutes. So that can add up to quite a bit of calories if you're going to be out there all afternoon working on a flower garden. And I got that from an article on Hunker.com. It was called "What Are the Benefits of Planting Flowers" by Karen Anderson. So I mean, it's a good muscle building exercise, and also works on your flexibility, because you're constantly moving and turning as you're trying to reach for flowers and reach to another part of the flower garden you're working on to pull the weeds out. And then when you're doing that too, not just for your personal health, the flowers also is good for the environment, because they help clear out any pollutants in the air. So you're also purifying the air as well. So it's not just for you, you're giving back to the environment, because it helps clean the air too. And then it helps with the bees to come and pollinate your flowers. And they're really pretty to look at too. So it also boosts your mood. So it has a really good happiness booster from a study they've done there too. It shows that flowers increases happiness in people. And then when all your hard work is done, you're going to have all these beautiful flower gardens around your house. It's a nice way to have a feeling of accomplishment when you're walking through your yard and you can say, hey, I did that. I put that in. And knowing that you've done something and you can see it grow every year, it's a great way to have that accomplishment that you've done something, and you're also contributing to cleaner air. So thank you for listening to my speech about flower gardens, and hopefully you'll try to do one someday too.